And here we go.
Yeah.
Episode 2. The old live podcast. In studio. No guests.
No guests this week.
No fucking plan.
Just
back to the regular
scheduled debauchery. I don't
So
know if it's debauchery.
we got warm weather.
It's light out.
It's very light out. Big news. No more daylight savings after next year.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It's like they call it the Sunlight Act or something like that.
Yeah, I don't get the whole fucking point of it. A, I don't get the point of why we have it. And B, I don't get why it's such a big deal to just say we're not fucking doing it anymore. Like, why do I need the Senate to tell me this?
Does it change
Nobody else in the fucking world does this.
Right? And there's parts of this country that don't do it.
Yeah. This is the dumbest fucking thing.
Like Florida.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Some things can't be explained.
Yeah.
That we do.
This is one of them.
But we got what? 15 days till open water is open.
So basically 15 days until we can just scratch an itch.
Yeah.
Have a fishing rod in our hand, at least down here. Have a fishing rod in our hand and be near the water.
Right.
We're not going to really catch anything, I don't think.
No. Gonna try. I think next week, maybe this weekend, I'm gonna try and move my boat into my shop and start that fucking debauchery of a project.
The big boat?
The big boat. Rip the floor out, put a new one in, glass it in. Maybe make a couple little upgrades. I may sea deck the whole thing.
What's sea deck?
So it's like like the foam pads that you can buy for coolers.
Oh yeah.
It's that.
Ooh.
But
sounds expensive.
It's not cheap. So that's one problem.
Is it like a DIY version that
you can get some off Amazon?
Yeah.
But I also don't really want to spend all this time and money and then have it peel up in fucking 6 months.
Yeah. Makes sense.
There's a company actually here in Maine, or there might be in Mass. It's called Deck It. Same shit. It's just, but it'd be so nice. So nice to be able to be on the boat with no fucking shoes on, just comfortable walking.
And not worry about having your rather portly fishing partner go through it.
Yeah. So the floor will be solid.
Yeah.
Now, whether what I do the sea decking or I don't, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. How thick is it? Like the foam part, is it?
It's good. It's like I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 millimeters. Like it's squishy.
Yeah.
But it's like firm. It's not like it's like a yoga mat, basically.
Yeah.
But not the really thick ones. It's like the regular.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Non-slippy-ish. So
that'd be sweet. Especially like if you're out when it's rocking and when you go to catch your balance and slamming down on a hard deck.
Although I got my new fishing boots this year, so I'm pretty stoked for those.
Your new cocaine white.
I love those fucking things. I might get 3 more pairs.
Mandy wants a pair of them. I don't have the ankles for them.
No. Extra Tough makes a low.
Do they?
Yeah, that's like a slip-on chuck. I don't know if Huck does. I really like the Huck boots though. They're sweaty though.
Yeah, I bet.
There's no breathing.
Yeah, that my feet sweat in flip-flops.
See, mine aren't that bad, but those are bad.
Yeah. If I'm out of work now, I've been wearing sneakers. What a difference. These are breathable, way more breathable than my Merrells.
So why don't you wear sneakers at work?
Because I'm worried about dropping a sharpened lawnmower blade on my foot, and I think the Merrells would handle it a little bit better. It may cut the outside leather of it a little bit more, but like these Nikes that I have on now, that would slice my toe off.
Just don't drop the lawnmower blade.
I don't normally, but there's that chance. You know what I mean? And I've gotten good over the years. Like because sometimes you get a stack of them.
Yeah.
And if, one slips, I've learned to
you just
get my feet out.
You just eat them all. You just fucking.
I've done that before too.
one man,
But the cost of steel nowadays, you gotta be careful.
Hey, oil's coming back down.
Yep. I paid 406 today for gas.
I saw
I saw $3.99 after I filled up on the bypass.
I saw 380. 383 down in Seabrook.
I was talking to Evan Churchill because his new boat's got a 46-gallon tank on it, but it's got I think a 150 Merc 4-stroke, and then it's got a 9.9 kicker motor.
Yeah.
I was like, fill that fucking. He was talking about getting a gas caddy to bring down to the dock. I said, fill it up once and use the 9.9. That thing's gonna sit fuel all summer.
Yeah.
And just top it off every once in a while with like troll to the marina down the lake. Fill up, troll back.
Yeah.
So, oh, fuck, fuel's going to be expensive at the marina. I said, you're driving a $50,000 boat. Who gives a shit?
Seriously.
And plus, if you catch one fish, it doesn't. Mike said this. If you catch one fish, it doesn't fucking matter. It was all worth it.
What if you catch two fish?
It paid for itself.
Now you catch 3 fish. I mean, you ain't doing it for a job. It ain't like,
No, exactly.
I mean, the whole thing's a fucking expense. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, the boat, the camper you got to stay in at the seasonal campsite.
Yeah. The truck to pull it.
The truck. Well, no, Mike bought the truck to pull it. But the food, the seasonal cost of staying at the campsite, all of that shit. It's all to catch one fish. And I mean, if I spent all that money on something and caught one fish, I'd be like, good. Justified it.
I mean, I would have to catch way more than one fish.
Obviously, but one fish is a start. You know what I mean? You're on that. You're not going to pay for it by catching fish.
No.
But.
And I know before we started this podcast, you're like, are you friends with him on Facebook? I sort of have a no geriatric friend on Facebook rule.
I don't blame you because some of the shit he posts is wild. That picture he posted was his story first, and then he posted it. And then he posted another picture, the same picture with a
story.
A story.
Yeah, I try not to befriend the olds on the old book face.
My hands are kind of tied in the situation.
Yeah. But like, I think I'm going to start dropping old family members off too, because I just don't need the fucking whatever bullshit you're posting today. And like, I don't care if people don't follow me. I post once a month, maybe. Yeah. I've been trying to get more active on Twitter, and then I just lose all steam and gumption, and I'm like, fuck it.
Like I don't do Twitter. I have a Twitter. I don't do anything on it. Instagram, I probably do the most. But now, like, if I post a picture on Instagram, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, and that's that's
makes it easy.
Most of my fucking posts now on Facebook.
Yeah.
The only time I'll go directly onto Facebook is when I have a trending topic of like hampers versus laundry baskets.
Or do we even want to get into it?
Wheels and doors?
Wheels and doors. The answer is wheels.
It's got to be wheels.
And everybody I've talked to is wheels. And one guy was like, I've got a lot of doors, but I said a lot of those doors have wheels. He's like, fair enough. So that's kind of where we left it. And I mean, we're not going to disagree on it. So there's
well, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, look at all these doors. And it's like, okay, well, look at my garage door.
That's got the wheels.
Look at my shop door. I think I counted it the other day because we were having this conversation. And I think there were like 84 wheels on it.
Now, what constitutes a wheel?
Okay, so one of our listeners is he fucking proved why he's a goddamn mate, not a fucking engineer. Jesus Christ. Was the ball bearing a wheel? No, a fucking ball bearing is a fucking ball bearing. Does it say wheel? Like, if you come to me with wheel bearing, I would have been like, no, that's still a bearing. It's not a wheel. A wheel is something that's mounted to an axle and helps an object roll.
Yeah.
Center pin, wheel on it.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought.
But so even like on your drawers, like kitchen drawers,
Yeah.
they got wheels on the back or on the front or however that is. Like car wheels, obviously. But then like Lego wheels. Lego's the number one tire manufacturer in the world. 320 million fucking wheels made in a year.
Mike was like, even the tomb had a wheel. And then another guy was like, that was a door.
Well, that's the thing is you got doors that can have wheels, but you don't have wheels that have doors. Find me a wheel with a door in it. Haven't found one yet. That was my definitive answer. Some doors have wheels.
Yep.
No wheels have doors.
Correct.
End of story.
Just real quick, not breaking news, but you may have already seen this on Facebook. Former boxer Mike Tyson's weed company is selling edibles.
Oh, the ears?
In the
One
shape
bite?
of a chewed off ear.
Yeah. I mean, that's just embracing your brand.
Right? Talk about a move. You know, I wonder what Holyfield thinks of that. He's probably like, okay.
I don't think they ever really made up.
I don't think I'd make up either if you took a hunk out of my ear.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real coming back from that.
I mean, you could do a lot less to me, and I think I'd have more of an issue with it than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you could stab somebody and I would rather get stabbed than someone bite my ear off. Pretty much anywhere too. Like just stab me. Like whatever.
That's quick.
Yeah. We'll deal
you
with
gotta
it.
get some into getting an
and
ear.
to get it off.
It's like biting a piece of beef jerky.
Fucking dried out jerky you found in your duck blind bag fucking a year later. Yeah, been there.
Yeah, so
speaking of, another season has passed. The ice fishing gear is away. Even though I have more ice fishing stuff showing up tomorrow. Thank you to Amazon. They had their bib overalls, the Eskimo bib overall, the Eskimo ice fishing bibs.
Yeah.
They went on sale for $130.
Shit.
They're $220 normally.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, I mean, I can't not do that. I'm gonna ice fish next year.
Yeah.
So I enjoy post-season shopping.
Yeah.
Because then also, like this year I did it. I forgot I bought a new pair of waders last year. Because I buy them at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just tucked up in the closet. And I was like, is that an old box that I saved because I send so many fucking pairs of waders back? Or is that a new box? And I fucking pulled it down. Fucker was still shit taped shut. Hadn't even fucking opened the box yet. I was like, all right.
All right.
It's like a present.
I gotta buy a pair of waders for fly fishing.
So I've been doing a little bit of research on that because I think this might be the year that I actually get waders.
Yeah.
It just opens up more opportunity because like
to go a little bit earlier and stand in the water and not freeze your bag off.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, well, and the waders are honestly going to be the cheaper part of this entire deal because I don't want to buy a pair of boots that suck.
Exactly.
Like, I really love my Sims wet wading boots.
But you're not going to shove a stocking foot wader into those.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Which I kind of sort of wish like I could.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if you could buy just a super extra big pair of deck boots.
And I'm not going to, no. Because after wading with felt bottoms with studs, I won't use anything else. Like, it is crazy how much grip you have.
Now they're saying stud or felt bottoms you shouldn't use.
Well, they don't want them to be used for the possibility of moving river life.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, if I fish like a Saturday, like I can understand it if I'm like stream hopping.
Yeah.
But even still, like there's other shit that's going to bring stuff stream to stream. Like you can't blame this all on me.
Yeah.
And if they sit in my truck for 3 days in between fishing, everything's dead.
Yeah.
Like you're not transporting something like, I don't know.
But felts to move. It's hard to, they don't offer a lot of felt boots. They have like the crampons that you can put on, like corkers. Have you ever looked at their wading boots?
Yeah, I don't trust those fucking things.
I think they'll fall off.
I don't think they will, but they have the possibility to.
Yeah.
And why even bring that into the process of things that can go wrong while you're already waist deep in the water?
Yeah.
Because like I view it as like the new hockey skates and shit that like you can remove the blades and then just swap them out. It's like, okay, that's cool. But now the blades can come out. They're not supposed to come out.
Yeah.
And then now you're fucked if it does come out. So
yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Waders are definitely going to be the cheaper part of it. In fact, I've heard buying cheaper waders is fine, but spend the money on the boots.
Yeah. Because you're in the boots. I mean, you're walking in the boots.
And because of me, like, I'm lazy. I don't want to tie my boots. So I obviously want the click, click, click ones.
The old boa system.
Yeah.
That's what Sims makes a couple nice pairs and some that you don't have to spend a ton of money on. One sneaky place to get them is Orvis, that outlet. They will sometimes have some really good deals on boots.
Eldridge had not boots, but they had a set of Sims tributary waders for $180.
Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah. Like even like
they had a set right next to them that were $549.
Yeah, it's like their guide series, I think, is $8.99.
And I couldn't really see a difference other than some doodads like up here.
Yeah. Which I'm not going to use.
Yeah.
Actually, I was reading a review the other day from a guy on the Reddington. It was a Reddington pair of waders.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're the best fucking waders I've ever bought. And they were like $100.
Yeah, they've got those at Eldridge for 100. Like they're 149. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see if the Trading Post has any deals come their Fishing Fest.
Yeah, that's coming up. Fishing Fest end of the month. If anyone listens and has kids, I heard bring the kids on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
I believe it is on the 2nd.
You've got some inside baseball at the Trading Post.
Yeah, she sets the whole thing up.
Yeah.
So she said Saturday is going to be a good day for the kids. So I'll fight the fucking people and go, I guess, to support friends.
And that same weekend is also the main sportsman show in Augusta, which I think I talked my wife into going up on Sunday for that.
I think I might try and go.
I just know like Aaron, I think Aaron's going to be there. There's some other guys at podcasts I listen to that are going to be there.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not? Main Fly Company will be there. So hopefully I'll be getting my new rod this week.
So you're gonna save it and go up for a show deal special?
I could if I knew they were gonna have the one I want there. But
drop them a message.
I should. They also have a shop in Yarmouth now, so I can just drive up there too.
Not that Yarmouth's that close.
It's not, but it's a good reason to go to Beans too.
Mm-hmm. They have decent waiters too, LL Bean.
Yeah, I was talking to Aaron or listening to Aaron. That's the thing with podcasts is you listen to these people's podcasts and like
you feel like you had a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He runs the cheapest set of LL Bean waiters and has a good set of Sims boots. And his thing is like I spend up to 16 hours a day in my waiters some days. And I've had the expensive ones and I've had the cheap ones and they all rip on the same rock.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
And they all suck when you get water in them. Doesn't matter if you spend $800 or.
Yeah. I mean, the men's Angler Super Seam Tech chest waders from LL Bean are $180.
Yeah. And I've been like keeping my eye on Craigslist and stuff because there's always somebody that finds a pair in a basement that doesn't want them anymore. But it's also hard to find the stout guy.
Yeah.
But they don't make very many stout fucking chest waders for fly fishing. They do for the neoprene waders.
Yeah. I just wish someone would come out like and make good waders. good neoprene waders. Like put in some effort into the engineering. However you got to do it. I don't fucking care. I don't know how to do it.
Are you still running Cabela's?
Well, I have 4 different manufacturers of neoprene waders. I've got Drake, I've got Cabela's, I've got who's the other? Lacrosse and Rogers. And they all fucking leak. So it's like, okay, I've kind of run the gamut here.
It's like a Harley, they all leak oil.
Yeah. It's fucking infuriating.
Yeah. And that sucks, especially on a cold day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could go up to LL Bean, get their middle of the road boot. Oh, they carry extra tough boots too. I'm not sure why those show up in wading boots, but here we are. Yeah, $179 for the boots, $149 for the waders.
Yeah. I'm just so fucking pumped. And the weather's getting nicer. I'm gonna get my bike set up this week.
Still at the shop?
It's at Mike's house.
Oh.
Just gotta go over there and get it together. I've been riding the stationary bike at the gym. I'm trying to do 4 nights a week, which ends up being 3 nights a week. Anywhere from 4 to I've gotten up to 8 miles.
There you go.
One thing I've found that helps me a lot is Joe Holland ice fishing videos, because they're like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
So you just put your phone up on the bike, hit play, and I'm done pedaling when he's done fishing.
Yeah.
Or the video's over. It keeps me focused other than just music in my ears. You know what I mean?
I can't do cardio and music. I just get bored.
Yeah.
I have to watch something. Like,
there's good people watching at the gym too.
Yeah, but that's only so much entertainment.
Yeah.
I used to go and put on episodes of the show The League.
Yeah.
You remember that show? Did you ever watch it? Yeah. That would just fucking, because they're 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Just fucking click this on, laugh my dick off, and on we go.
Go for it. But knees feel good when I'm pedaling. Hips feel great. Getting on and off the bike's easy. So pants are starting to fit a little bit better.
There you go.
Just went to Columbia today. I was everywhere today.
I was gonna say you're really living this fucking midweek day off life, huh?
And they have, just because I get it. It's a retail store, so they're going to have shit that they need to move before they get the stuff that you and I want in there. But they had like 1 rack of like the PFG stuff I like.
Yeah.
And I ended up buying a pair of shorts because they had them in my size, so I grabbed them. But like they didn't have any of the shirts I like, any of like the t-shirt style shirts.
Yeah.
Which I found instead of buying that one, I found them on Amazon, not Columbia ones, for like half the money.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna start buying those.
I want Leah to start. I got to get her on fucking getting the old fucking cricket fired up, and
yeah, Mandy's got one too. She can
start making shirts.
We got to get them both making them.
Yeah. I want some for like the summer.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some fucking. I want, like the Brahma bull that Under Armour uses for the rock stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to get that, but then have a wicked beard coming off the bull.
Yeah.
Because the boat, once it's redone and it's painted, is going to be the bearded ox.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fucking dope looking.
What color are you going to paint the boat?
I want to go blue, even though a lot of people say don't paint it blue.
Like a
light
Carolina blue.
Even lighter. Yeah.
That would look sweet. I love that style, that look.
Yeah.
And that boat's got nice lines, so I think it would look good.
I think it would look cool. Even if I just did like, if I leave the top rail white, like the top above the rub rail white, and I'm obviously going to repaint all of it.
Yeah.
And then have the whole big part of the hull be blue. something like that.
Yep.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
I like it.
I don't know. A lot of work ahead. Like I said to my father, I'm like, oh yeah, all these motherfuckers that were like, yeah, no problem. Like we'll fucking help out with the boat. I'm like, all you assholes are gone until fucking June.
I'm here. I can run a paintbrush. I can mix fiberglass.
Yeah, the fiberglass is going to be. It's not hard. Like after watching it be done, like
yeah, you just got to get the right ratio and
yeah,
get it down. Like once it's mixed,
yeah.
Like once it starts
cooking. Don't let her fucking overcook on you.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be like just do small pieces at a time. Like literally, like lay 2 boards and glass them.
Yeah.
Lay 2 more boards, glass them.
Yeah.
Like just go nice and easy. And
absolutely.
Take time.
Yeah. I'm down to help with that.
And then I also got to get off my ass and sign up. I actually might do it tonight and get all my fucking captain's courses.
Yeah, you need to do that.
That'll be fun. Nothing said in exact stone, but it looks, as of now, I think we're running lobster tours. So not sure what the days are going to be, but
yeah,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably. See.
So, I mean, that'll still be good because you'll still be able to get out and go fishing.
Oh yeah.
You know, earlier in the week, nights and stuff like that. That'll be sweet.
1, 2, like take that boat out too, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, have everyone come up and meet after the last charter. And
yeah. That'll be good. I pulled out my fly rods out of storage. I gotta put new line on my 5-weight. I gotta get line.
Again, go look at Orvis.
Yeah.
I really love my Orvis line. My Orvis dry line is some of my favorite line I have.
And I'm also thinking about, remember that guy I told, Main Fly Guys?
Yeah.
He's got that weight forward floating line. And supposedly he did a massive amount of research and development on it for like 2 or 3 years before he even started marketing it. And it's $35 for a welded loop fucking fly line.
Yeah.
I mean, that line's probably all right, but I've had that rod for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's time to put new line on it.
Probably.
I've cleaned it every year, but
what's up? My 8-weight, one of my 8-weights I want to redo. It's not bad, but I just would.
I gotta I'm gonna clean the line on my 8-weight.
And I think I may go full sink.
I thought if I find another one of those Cabela's rods like I found last year,
yeah,
I'm gonna buy it, I think, and put a full sink on that one. So I have 2.
That's a hell of a deal.
$80.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna find another one of those. Maybe.
You never know. Especially, I mean, that was a nice seal bearings on that reel. And
yeah.
So die cast reel versus
plastic.
And I got a lot of money to spend. I don't have a lot of money, but I got a lot of shit I need to spend money on.
I hear you.
Like I want to put a new reel on my 5-weight, get rid of that Reddington plastic one. But I think the line's more important.
Yeah.
At this point. But you could get a fairly good reel for, like Eldridge has got die cast reels for $50.
Yeah. You can, I mean, you don't have to spend a ton of money. Even like, you don't need to go buy a fucking Hardy reel. You don't need to go buy a fucking, for
the amount of fishing
Nautilus.
For the amount of fishing I do, I don't need the top end stuff. And I found like investing in good line is the more
good
important
line
one.
and a good rod. I mean,
Yeah.
how often I've actually taken a trout to the reel?
I've never taken a trout to the reel.
Exactly. So it's like, do I really care what the fucking drag system
I
is
haven't
on this
caught
thing?
a striper yet, so I don't.
Yeah.
No.
And that's where like I do enjoy the drag systems I
Yeah.
have. And like I do take those reels apart and clean the drags because they
Yeah.
have to work.
Yeah.
But it's like for my trout reels, like I don't know. I'm not super concerned about like the most I use for my drag on is when I'm casting. Like, do I like the feel when I pull it out? Does it make it a fucking god awful noise every time I'm stripping it out to fucking cast?
Yeah.
Or is it tolerable? That's all I give a fuck
Yeah.
about. Like,
And having that nice smooth it's kind of soothing.
it is, but I hate it on the reel end. I want a silent reel on the reel end. I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I don't blame you.
It's just the way like my father has one of his rods fucking clicks the whole fucking way in.
Oh yeah. One of his saltwater rods.
Yeah, drives me fucking nuts.
I remember that last year. And there is no other sweeter sound than on a rod and reel when a striper hits it and you get that. And then
I've been watching a lot of Wicked Tuna lately. It's probably a limited amount of years before I fucking buy a bigger boat. Like I actually talked to a buddy of mine at work today. He's fucking going on assignment, so he's going to be down in Georgia. And I was like, "The fuck are you doing? Like, you just got your boat all set up. You caught your first bluefin last year. You're going to be gone now for 2 fucking years." I'm like, "That's not a great idea for fucking striper fish or for tuna fishing."
Yeah.
He's like, "I know. Yeah, it sucks." He's like, "I'll be home for all of August though." I was like, "Well, still a good bite." But I don't know.
What are your fishing goals for this year?
3-night camping trip somewhere. Don't even know where. Don't even care if it's with anybody. I just want to go do a 3-nighter. Probably in May.
It's going to be the best time.
Just,
May or June.
Yeah. Just go up, camp for 3 nights. That's it. And then I would like to do I'd like to get a good sized native, like true native wild brook trout.
Yeah.
Like, that's a goal. And then I'd love to go 30 plus on my fly rod for a striper. That's going to be tough, but
Yeah.
I want to do it.
It's definitely possible.
It is. But a lot of guys that are catching those fishing fucking either super, super, super early or late.
Yeah. I think mine are striper on a fly, multiple stripers on a fly, a brown trout, and I want to catch like a 16 plus brookie.
Yeah. I'd like to get like a good 16 to I would like to go 20 plus on a wild brook trout.
It doesn't even need to be. I mean, wild would be definitely a plus, but I think 12 is my biggest on a fly rod. 12 or 13.
Yeah. I've caught a couple good ones.
Oh, and a salmon. I want to catch a salmon. What's going on here?
You're all twisted up. It's behind you. Jesus Christ. Fighting, trying to fucking hang himself.
Technologies.
What's the one small piece of gear that you think makes fly fishing better? Like, what's one thing that you've spent money on that you're like, I mean, that was stupid to buy that, but it's really helpful? I can tell you mine.
Yeah, you go first.
I bought the Sims nippers for like $49 fucking dollars. I fucking love them.
Makes a big difference.
They are so nice. Like to the point now where like I have pliers and shit for saltwater fishing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go buy the good, like a couple pairs of very nice pliers.
Yeah.
Just because it makes such a difference than like trying to fucking fight open a pair of fucking $20 fucking aluminumized fucking Cabela's pliers versus like a good pair of pliers. Same thing with like the nippers. Like I've got probably 15 different kinds.
Yeah.
And I pull out those Sims ones when I'm fly fishing and I'm like, oh my God. Like I just want 4 more of these. Like keep one in my fucking pants pocket.
Yeah.
Like
I think so. A few years ago, because fly fishing or fishing in general for me has come in spurts. Like over the last 5 years, it's been more. I've been more avid with it. And I think like 5 years ago, I invested in that Orvis bag fully loaded with like a bunch of the startup stuff. That was huge. You spent the money on it, but it's stuff that like now I've gotten a new Orvis bag and I just transfer all that stuff over. So that made a big difference. Last year, one thing that, I mean, it's super simple, but like I took my nippers and I put them on a piece of string around my neck versus having them like on my bag. Like, so if I'm like out on the boat, I could just, if I'm tying a knot or tying a new fly on, it's just it's right here versus having them on the bag. And then you got to pull the thing out and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's made a big difference, I think, in like tying knots. And then something that did cost me money is practicing tying knots.
That's one of the things I want to do for this year is I want to figure out a way to either mount like the pull string somewhere on the boat where it's handy, like where I always tie flies on.
Yeah.
Like after only fishing, I mean, yeah, we fished all last year, we could say off the boat, but it's like, how many times did we just strictly fly fish? Like 15 times. Yeah. So it's like, I would put something up like near the bow or like a way to like affix it to like the front like railing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hang a bunch of shit that's going to get in your way fishing too. Like it makes more sense to keep it right around the helm, but then like if we are moving or if we're, you know, I want to figure out a way, and like I need to organize my saltwater fly fishing stuff like way fucking better.
Yeah. I think that's another big thing for me this year is trying to get everything just like super dialed in as far as all my gear, get everything, and then just have it ready to go. This is dries, this is nymphs, this is that type of thing. Because if you open my fly box now, it's just a mix of fucking everything. And it's a pain in the ass when you open it up and you gotta move 2 things to get the fly you want.
That's when it pays off to be a dry fly fanatic.
Yeah.
And I just have a dry fly box, and that's the only box I fish.
I think I'm gonna end up just getting some of those small thin boxes and have one for PQs.
I would actually say a good box is paramount. I really like the boxes I use.
I bought one from, I don't even know what it is. It's a black one. I got it from Eldridge, and you flip it open. Yeah. And it's got the two, it's got the one in the middle and then the 2 sides. Yeah. And it works great. And it's actually, it's designed so you can set it up to have dry drops rigged up.
The one I have is made by, who the fuck makes this? There's a bunch of companies out there that make them like it, but there was one company that's CNF Design. That fucking box, I love it. It keeps everything very organized. They're waterproof. They do float. Found that out.
I bought a little just recently at Eldridge for like $10. It's thin, just for like the flies I've been tying. So yeah, I've got like 50 pheasant tails in it and some of the dry flies. But I think I'm gonna just get another one of those for during the season and have dry flies, nymphs in one, in each, and then have my big box with just random shit in it.
Yeah.
Like woolly buggers and shit like that.
Yeah, I need to. Because I have like a bass box where I keep like woolly boogers and poppers, and shit for like going to fish large and smallmouth bass. And then I have a box of nymphs, and then I have like an overflow box of. It's actually one thing I got to do is go through my overflow box, restock my main box, which is all dry flies, and then I've got a box of like random dries where it's like shit that I've bought because it worked at one point, but I don't want to carry all of it in with my normal box, or like size 8 fucking, red humpies. And it's like, when the fuck am I ever going to throw something this fucking big? Yeah. Like I fish like 12 is big for me. Like that's pretty much the biggest fly I fish. And it's like, I'm not fishing a fucking 6 or an 8 fucking red humpy. Like, but they came with something, or I bought them at some point, and it's like, all right, well,
they get rid of them.
Yeah, they got to go somewhere. So it's like, well, I'll carry them with me just in case I need one, I guess.
Yeah. My office at my house is slowly turning into a fucking mini fly shop.
Should be. That's what I hear is.
Yeah.
It's a fucking mess out here. You clean it up, start tying. I might tie tonight.
Yeah, anytime when I get home, I want to take my hand in a blue dun. I don't know why. I think it's just more of a nostalgic fly for me.
Yeah.
Because I like them. It's the first fly I kind of fish on.
I think they're a good fly.
Yeah. You can fish them wet. You can fish them dry.
I like those. I like Hendricks. I like Adams. Red, yellow, green humpies. But my favorite fly is a Royal Stimulator.
Yeah, I just bought half a dozen of those today.
It's really just, and it's just such an attractant. Like,
that's gonna be a good fly too, I think, for me, for using for doing a dry drop.
That's one. Yeah, one of
it. You can use it as a strike indicator too.
It's a very big, bright fly.
Bless you.
As long as you get the ones. There's some tires out there that won't tie like a white patch on the back. They'll just kind of keep it all like tan elk hair caddis.
It's kind of what the ones I bought are. They get some.
But there's some that'll tie in like some like white like deer tail.
Yeah.
That just stand out like a motherfucker. And it's like, those are perfect because I can throw those a fucking across the stream and still see the fly.
Yeah. Anybody on Facebook?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. Ray messaged me.
Ooh.
Some guy. Sure. That works. I work. It works. I don't see any comments.
Find it.
Huh?
Try to find it. There we go. There's one person watching.
Probably you.
One person watching.
That's probably you.
One person watching.
That's probably you.
There we go.
I got it. Phew. Jesus Christ.
We were about to go down that hole.
We were. I had to figure it out real quick. I didn't dare say another fucking word. What else we got? We got ice fishing gears all put away. Boats coming out this weekend. Fly rods, fly boxes need to be gone through.
Like a spring cleaning of fishing equipment.
Yeah. I really didn't get a chance to fish my 5-weight I bought last year. I really want to go fish that a lot.
Your main fly one.
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, that their 3-weight they have too is pretty handsome.
Yeah. I can't wait. And it's not like it's stupid money.
No.
Either, you know what I mean? The little and I just love how they're named after
different streams
and shit. Especially like the little river. I mean, that's right in our backyard.
Right. Yeah, the Little River 7-9. What else they got? They got the Black River, the Casco Bay. That's a rod I looked at. Oh, our
8-weight, right?
9. Yeah, 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
Our buddy Ian learned a quick lesson in don't tell Garrett that you're looking for something because he'll find it in 5 minutes and then you'll be forced to go buy it.
It's the worst.
He texted me, he was like, I'm looking for another 8-weight. And I was like, okay. I was like, what are you looking for? And he's like, I'm looking at like these two. Like, what do you think about these? Or like trying to find something used. So I went on to the Trident's website where they have used rods.
Yeah.
And there was a Scott rod on there for like 238 or 260. I don't remember exactly what it was. I was like, here you go. He was like,
you prick.
Motherfucker. He's like, I have to buy this now. I was like, I mean, you don't have to, but it's exactly what you were asking for.
Just keep it to yourself, Ian.
Yeah.
You're better off.
And he's like,
Garrett's just going to make you realize that you really do want it.
He sends me, he's like, yeah, so now I'm poor again because I sent him, it was the SVS 9-foot 8-weight and it was $249, normally $400. I'm like, dude, just go buy this right here. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna try real hard not to impulse buy that. And then exactly 48 minutes later, he says, yep, bought it. And then an hour after he bought it, he sent me a picture of it. I was like, good for you. That's what you get.
He got it within an hour?
Yeah. Well, because they're based out of Portland now.
That's right.
He drove over and picked it up.
Where's he live now?
But he works appraise up in Portland.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, it was pretty funny. Like, that's what you get. If you're not ready to buy something, don't tell me you want to buy it. So I'll find it for you.
Quickly.
I can spend other people's money just as fast as I can spend my own. And that is impressive.
It's really fast. Yeah, you're good at it. Yeah. Fishing is like, especially fly fishing. There's just so many things you can spend money on quickly.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons I said, what in our podcast last week, talking about like, I wish I would almost rather, and this may sound fucked up, but I would rather, and it's kind of the way I feel about everything, actually, is like, I would rather someplace carry intermediate stuff, like intermediate to high end, than entry level and high end. Like, it bothers me with Eldridge. Like, he doesn't really carry much for like a blue collar fisherman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to go spend fucking $1,000 on a rod. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I don't care if I have the money to do it. Like, I don't know.
I don't fish nearly enough to even think of justifying.
No, exactly. Like, I mean, it's like the way, like, yeah, I can justify a shotgun. Like,
yeah.
And granted, yeah, a fly rod is probably going to last me longer than a shotgun. I get that. But I'm not completely rearranging my life for fucking 3 months a year to go fly fishing. Like, it's just not that big of a part of my life but like, I don't want to be fishing. Like, I still want to fish a decent rod. I don't want to fish like a Reddington box.
Nothing wrong with that. If you do.
No, there isn't. But like, I don't want to be fishing like a starter pack rod forever. Yeah. Like, I want to fish a rod that I like. And it's like, that's one of the reasons I really like LL Bean. Like, LL Bean makes a very good rod for a very reasonable price. And I mean, even like Main Fly Company, like, they do a great job of, their rods. What the fuck? That 3-weight is $289.
Without you add one of their cheeky reels to it, preload.
Right.
It's under $400.
Yeah. So it's like, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah. And that's the one I'm going to do this time. Yeah. My Reddington. It was a 5-weight in the box, but now I'm going to upgrade the reel and the line.
Are you going with their regular reel?
The cheeky one?
Yeah.
The cheeky preload.
I don't know if you're going to go with that one or the Launch 325.
I don't think so.
Because that Launch 325 is fucking horny. It's also $250 though.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of my take on it. I don't need to spend for something I'm going to be roll casting 6 to 15 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
So.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. I might just fucking buy one myself. Fuck it. I do like their landlocked. I wish they made their landlock hat in a striper hat.
Yeah. Another thing I want to, and this is, sorry, jumping off the subject of rods. I want to get a good collapsible weighting staff, because if I'm going to be doing more weighting this year, I want something I can grab quick.
Yeah.
But also something I can, like, when I'm not using, I want it to be able to like tuck it away if I don't need it, so it's not in the way.
Well, like, a lot of them will come with like the little collapsible like fucking holsters that you can put right on your weighting belt.
Yeah.
I felt bad the other day or last week when I was like, man, that fucking event was such a fucking shit show. Why the fuck would you ever put it when they did?
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, they're doing it at the same time.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm on the board of directors for that. I was like, ah, cool. Well, you know how I feel. Sorry about that.
I don't think he cared.
No.
Any feedback's good feedback. And he's like, yeah, I'm not even going to be there for it.
Well, I mean, it's July of 2022 is when they're thinking of doing it.
Because they do it a striper tournament around it.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. I don't like the new way. Like, I like the dockside tournament where like you all leave out of York pretty much, like get all drunk right here. It's also in my backyard, so I guess I'm kind of partial to that. I'd love to go down and do the cheeky tournament next year. Like, I want to get way more confident and then just fucking rip down there on the boat.
Yeah.
Or trailer the boat.
Yeah. That's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
And then you can have a vehicle if you need it.
It would be kind of fun just to like have the boat though. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna throw up a little fucking tent right here and fucking sleep on my open center console.
Yeah, because God knows fucking hotel rooms are probably through the roof that time of year.
Yeah. Are they still having that? So if they are still having this, you should go to it. Is the fly fishing show down in Marlborough, Mass.
I think it already happened. I missed it.
No, April 22nd.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. They have it on their website as the 22nd through the 24th, but I don't remember if they canceled it. Yeah, they moved it because it was going to be earlier. It was supposed to be in like February. But
I'll have to check that out.
I'll drive if you can go. Sunday 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah.
Sunday the 24th. Put it on the calendar.
I'm in. Sunday the April 24th.
Yep.
I'm down. Yeah, you can drive.
Who's gonna be there?
You'll
You
get
don't
us-
want to drive? I'll ride.
I think we'll get there quicker. And I don't like you riding with me because I feel inferior driving. I feel like I'm driving with my dad, but my dad's
being judged the entire
but my
time.
dad's aggressive. It's like, drive faster.
Would you just fucking go? Jesus Christ.
We'd get to 90, we'd get to the 495 exit, and you'd be like,
That's probably still one of my favorite trips was going to the Red Sox game with your brother-in-law.
left, Garrett? Correct.
Yeah.
You got to speak Huey, Brian.
Yeah. You can't say right because he's just going to turn right. We just learned that about 3 miles ago. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shit show. I think I drove once with you to like Cabela's, and I said never again.
I don't mind. You just got to be able to take the criticisms that are coming.
Just don't. Maybe now that I'm older, it'll be a little bit better. But I just have a feeling we get to like 495, and they'll be like, "All right, you're driving."
That's about how it is with my wife.
Really stretch the legs of my truck.
Let that bitch eat. Yeah, they're
Plus, I can take a nap.
there you go. See, that's what I don't do that very often with the wife, but there are times where I'm just like, "Oh, whatever, you drive. I'm fine.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'll just drink, whatever."
Yeah, I haven't even checked that one out. That'll be a good one.
That's a cool one. It's like I've gone down to it. I actually took Liv to it when she was like 18 months old. Like maybe she was 2.
Yeah.
But it was just her and I, and like my first like longer road trip with a child by myself because Leah was home.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, we just stopped 16 times before we fucking hit the New Hampshire border. All right. This is gonna go well.
Yeah.
And then like not being able to like she could walk, so she was over 2 because she was like walking fine on her own. But it was like, okay, I can walk for like 30 feet and then you're carrying me, Dad.
Yeah.
It's actually like I bought a pair of Costas at that show. Like that's a show. That's actually where I've got a green puffy jacket that is like the warmest lightweight jacket I own.
Yeah.
I bought it down there. I like buying stuff at shows. I have to remember that and start fucking socking away a couple hundo for that show. But it's cool. They had a ton of booths, ton of tying people, and ton of gear. And it's just a fly fishing show, which is fun.
Yeah. I wonder if there'll be any chewing tobacco people there.
I don't believe so.
That was something that year.
Oh, the old welfare bear. Yeah, so we got the main sportsman show. We got friggin' Fishing Fest at Kidder Trading Post.
Fly fishing show.
We got the fly fishing show. We got a lot of stuff to do.
What date? April 24th?
April 24th.
Put it in my calendar now.
I probably should too.
Yeah, because the 22nd will be like, hey,
Oh, that's Orthodox Easter. You gonna be all right to go?
Yes. Well, I'll probably have you do is on the way home. And drop me right at my mom's house because I'll just have Mandy go there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Crown Plaza Hotel, Marlboro. Or is it just the Plaza Hotel?
The Plaza Hotel.
Oh, fucker. What's the address for it? That's what I need. The fly fishing show. Marlboro, Mass. Oh, Royal Plaza Hotel.
Sorry, folks.
Royal Plaza Trade Center, Marlboro, Mass. There we go. And we're gonna say it's gonna start at 9 o'clock in the morning. And we're gonna do travel time. Fuck yeah. Based on location. Yep. Yep. And then we gotta make sure we put it on the family calendar. Don't forget that. When you don't put stuff on the family calendar and you put it on your own calendar, and then you get yelled at when you forgot that it's on the family calendar. Yeah.
Mandy's fish died.
Huh?
Did I tell you Mandy bought a fish?
No.
On Saturday.
And it's already dead?
It's dead.
I've kept bait fish alive for like 3 weeks now. She want lessons or what happened?
Beta fish. It's bound to happen.
Yeah. It wasn't an alpha fish. It was a beta fish. Yeah. That happens.
Named Gil.
Yeah.
I like the name. I called it Steve. She bought it for school to have it in her office. She had it at home. It was fine. Brought it to school. It was acting weird, so she brought it home. And the tank flipped over in the car on the way home, but still had enough water in it. They got it home and it died.
How do you flip a tank over? Like, that's precious car. Like, you just took a life,
right?
Because of your carelessness.
Her driving.
Yeah.
No, now I know why I drive with her.
Yeah. I mean, has someone gone to the fish police?
I should call it. I should call the fish biologist.
Yeah. I'd like to know why my wife murdered this fish. Thank you.
I'm looking up what I want for dinner. Get Chinese food.
Where are you getting it from?
This place in Sanford called the Egg Roll Cafe.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm too excited about it.
Why don't you text me what you want from Greenleaves and I'll get it right now.
I don't want to pick it up.
Oh.
I don't know why I whispered that. She's not watching this.
Oh, and speaking of motherfuckers that can't park in fucking parking spaces at fucking Greenleaves, you can all go fuck yourselves. Jesus Christ. Stop being fucking lazy. Park your fucking car in a parking spot and walk your dumb ass over and pick up the food.
All right.
I don't care who you are. There's no reason. Like, if you're going to leave your kids in the car and you leave your car running in front of Greenleaves, why wouldn't I take it there rather than like take your keys out, lock the door? That's what I do. Or you buy a nice American truck that you can lock the doors from the outside and get back in. It's the greatest. Like, that's one of the reasons I like Ford the most right there. Because I have a keypad to get back in.
Yep, me too.
What are you going with?
Thinking I'm going to do chicken lo mein.
Solid. Don't do that house lo mein. That's got them shrimps in it.
Yeah.
Chicken lo mein's solid.
Yeah. I'm not normally a big lo mein guy, but
It's got the noodles, little sauce.
yeah.
Veggies.
And this is a combo, so it comes with rice as well and chicken fingers.
I don't know why you need rice on top of the noodles.
Look at me. Although I'm only going to eat some of it and then bring the rest for lunch tomorrow.
It's a pro move.
All right.
I like the General Chow's chicken.
Yeah, big fan of that.
I also like, they do at Greenleaves, they do a chicken lettuce wrap, and it's like a spicy, peppery chicken. It's like ground chicken.
Yeah.
With a bunch of spices and vegetables in it. And then they give you like a half a head of fucking iceberg lettuce. And you use that as your device to shove into your face.
Yeah.
And it's spicy. It's fucking delicious. What's your take on Chinese mustard?
Take it or leave it. I've had some bad experiences with it.
It's too hot.
No, or we did dares of see how many shots of it you could do, and then I puked my guts out.
That's probably not a great idea to do with the old Chinese mustard.
And then one day at work, we were eating Chinese food, and a customer had brought in a case of Corona as a thank you. And this is a nice customer. And this is years ago. And Mike's like, if you down those 2 shots of hot mustard, I'll let you chug a Corona afterwards. I said, okay. So I did it. And then I chugged a warm Corona.
Ooh.
And I puked my guts out. What's your favorite snacks for fishing?
Oh, you read the notes.
It doesn't have to. I think it said river snacks.
Yeah,
but it could be.
I actually like a sandwich.
All right.
Because I kind of like that, like, and it's kind of weird to say, but like I enjoy like kind of just sitting back for a minute.
Yeah.
And either watching everyone else that's with me fish or just watches the water.
Yeah.
So like just sit there and eat a sandwich.
That's one thing I want to do this year as well, is like spend the whole day on the river. Not necessarily saltwater fishing.
Yeah.
But like go up, get there early, have coffee or whatever.
Stop someplace, get a breakfast slice of pizza. Oh,
fish, eat lunch on the river, fish, hang out, fish the afternoon, come home, that type of thing. But like last year when we went fishing that tournament, and then when you and Evan and I went out,
yeah,
and we had those Italian sandwiches from Anthony's,
whew,
those were good. And then when we stopped at Pepperell Cove there, and got those are pretty good too.
Yeah, those
ones from Anthony's. Oh my god,
dude, unmatched.
I haven't found one that matches it yet.
No, that Italian from Anthony's is phenomenal.
It weighed 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was a small. It was like a half.
Yep.
I mean, I remember like just there was so much meat on it. The bread was trying to hold it all together. The bread was just falling apart.
The bread does not have the tensile strength to really.
And I think we caught a fish when we were all chowing down on that.
Yeah. That's the best way to catch fish.
Do something else.
And so like, as far as like fishing snacks, I mean, the one that will never be topped is guava pastries from the fucking Hy-Vee in fucking Almirada.
Yes, I haven't experienced that.
We've made them here. Like, I actually got to get Leah to make them. Have you ever had guava?
This has guava in it.
Okay.
So that's.
But have you had like guava like jelly or jam?
No, I didn't actually know it was a jelly.
So
jam.
It's sort of like a strawberry mixed with strawberry rhubarb mixed with like raspberry. Like it's a very like reddish fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It is so fucking good. And you put it in these little buttery croissant rolls with jelly in them. And then you just eat it. Oh, fuck me. I could Like literally, that's all I would eat for breakfast, and get like a double shot fucking Cuban coffee. Oh. And then on top of that, down there, you go stop. The only reason you get Cuban coffee is because you go to the Cuban restaurant and you call them in the morning or call them the night before.
Yeah.
And they'll make fresh pressed Cuban sandwiches. So you go pick those up.
I have those on the boat.
And you have those on the boat. So you have a fucking like a grilled Cuban for lunch.
Fuck. And then you get your father who cracks open a banana.
No bananas on the boat.
George does.
Not on my boat.
You know what? One thing would be cool, and I don't know what made this just pop into my head because it has nothing to do with food. It was like if we went one day this summer, we head up into the mountains, fish, and then come back, get on the boat, and go catch stripers to end the day.
Wouldn't be a bad play.
That's the cool thing about Maine is it's possible.
It is possible. You could even throw in another stop for lunch at a bass pond.
Yep.
Like, very doable.
Yeah.
I would like to take a day. Like, I kind of did it ice fishing this year. I caught 5 species in one day. Like, that's fun to me. Like, being able to catch, like, yellow perch, pickerel, bass, trout, and like whatever, like sunfish, whatever. Like just being able to catch a variety of species. Like that's why, like for the longest time, I really didn't give a fuck about fishing up here. Like seriously, like okay, I'll go out striper fishing, whatever, when I have time, and if I feel like just going down to the docks just to like clear my head at night or whatever.
But like down in the Keys.
But down in the Keys, you go out and it's like, oh, do you want to catch 25 species today? Okay. What do you want to do after lunch? And it's like, all right. Oh, and we can eat every single thing we caught today. All right, cool. Like, it's fucking crazy.
What's like this? Like, I'm sure the size limits vary for different species down there, or is it?
Yeah. Like yellowtail has to be 12 inches. So you just keep a 5-gallon bucket on board, and that's what you put the yellowtail in.
Yeah.
And you throw some ice in the bottom, and then you just fucking measure them over the top of the bucket. If they fucking touch one side and touch the other side, fucking in the bucket you go. And then like blackfin tuna, there's no limit on size. Same thing with like amberjack and sailfish. You can keep one a day, I think, but most guys won't keep any. The only sailfishes I've ever seen kept were ones that were either injured on the way in or injured on a release or something that, you know, ended up terminating the fish. And it was like, well, I don't want to leave a dead fish. I mean, granted, something's going to eat it. Yes. But
yeah,
I'm not sure the size limit on dolphin, but it's not anything crazy. Like it's not hard to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that trip's coming back next year. I'm done. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I want to go down there someday and fish. Although we did plan a trip, or we said we were going to do a trip in 2023.
We can go in 2023.
They have to happen.
Or, you know, maybe we fly to Montana.
See, that's kind of what's really on my like right in my face is what I really want to do. Like that's higher on my bucket list to me. Is like even if it's go out for a week and get 2 or 3 days of just like a guide on a river on drift fishing, then we take another day and kind of explore ourselves, that type of thing.
I would just go and plan to pay for a guide for fucking 4 days and just then take a day to go like sightseeing.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do fish, it is what it is. Like that's the thing, like same thing with the Keys. Like I still want to go down and do like a backcountry trip, like a proper, like, okay, I'm here for whatever, 7 days. Let's find the best weather to go back there.
Yeah.
And like, let's let's build a trip around it, as opposed to just going down and being like, okay, well, everyone else is taking this day off. Like, okay. What's one fish on your bucket list of fishes?
Like not around here, or
Yeah.
I would love to catch like one of those monster browns, like just the fucking meat eating browns that you see in Montana.
Yeah.
Like the big ones that you hold in your hand and
they flop on each side.
Yeah. Like one of those, or a rainbow like that. But like one of those big, beautiful, predatory browns that you see.
Like you catch on a mouse. I would like to catch a fish on a mouse fly.
Yeah.
Like that's some of the coolest fucking fishing.
I know guys that do it on bass fishing, like rod and reel setup. Yeah. And they say it's like, and they do it a lot at night. So you go out and you just going by fucking feel and sound, and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
I talked to Al about that. Al Hall, he was saying like when we're in Montana, like some of the flies you're using, it's a fucking mouse, you know, it's a bull field mouse.
I want a cutthroat.
Yep.
Like if we're going like freshwater versus saltwater, I want to catch a cutthroat. And I really want to catch a sturgeon. Which Idaho has a massive sturgeon population.
Really?
Huge.
I did not know that.
Yes.
And they must be landlocked.
Yeah.
I thought sturgeon were saltwater.
No, we have saltwater ones here in the state of Maine.
Yeah.
But there are sturgeon all throughout. Like Minnesota does a fucking sturgeon spearing tournament on the ice.
No shit.
Yeah. And like it's one of those things where like you can be at your spearing station at like 5 o'clock in the morning till like 11 o'clock in the morning. Like it's very regulated, and it's like a fucking sturgeon party. But yeah, Idaho has sturgeon all over the fucking place. I think that would just be a badass fish to catch on a fly rod.
Yeah. I think saltwater. I wouldn't mind catching just a big striper on a fly rod. I mean, I've caught plus 35-inch fish on a spin rod.
Right.
Which at that point, it's almost like you're reeling in a fucking boot.
Yeah. I prefer schoolies. I really do. Like I would rather just get into a group of schoolies. And
I love catching schoolies on rod and reel. And I know I've said it 100 times before, but that day on Spruce Creek by the trading post was the funnest day of striper fishing I've ever had in my life. And some of the funnest days I've had fishing, I didn't even catch a fish.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about.
Like one of my most memorable days last year was fucking bait fishing.
Yeah.
Honestly, catching mackerel.
It'd be fun to go out some night, just not even to 2KR, but like when they come into the channel marker.
Yeah.
Before you get out, where they're jumping on the top there with a fly rod.
Yeah.
Imagine taking like the 3 weights out or something and just tossing something colorful out on the water and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
That'd be a blast. And then you just keep them for fucking chunk bait. Or you do that to.
Or set up a saltwater aquarium.
Yeah.
Thought about that. Thought about getting a big plastic stock tank. And then when I bring home my boat, because it's got 55 gallons of fucking water, keep it in there, dump it out, dump the fish into it, and throw a fucking aerator in it.
Yep.
Wonder how long they would last.
Be interesting to see. Be good.
Throw a fucking chunk of ice in there.
Yep.
Keep it cold. It'd be dope to be able to keep fucking live mackerel at the house.
Right? Just scoop them up. I know the guy that ran the tournament last year, he keeps a live saltwater
like a bait pen. Yeah.
On his dock.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. I
want to do it here though.
He was like, yeah, anytime you want live mackerel, just swing over to my dock. I'm like, you're 7 miles from where
Yeah.
put in the boat to
Yeah.
I mean, if we were fishing up that way, that's one thing, but
like, all right, yeah, we're just gonna take a fucking 40-mile-an-hour cruise upriver for fucking 15 minutes. Don't worry, don't mind us. Burn fucking half a tank of fucking fuel. Gas prices are coming back down though, thank God.
But it comes back to, I mean, I think this year, if we go out of your boat, I know I'm going to be more adamant about it, about giving you money, because I wasn't last year. But
oh yeah, this
this is going to be a cover charge.
Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if you saw that. Like, my buddy Zach from college, his wife posted a fucking thing about fucking how much the fucking fuel is going to cost for their fucking boat this year. And I was like, yeah, beers ain't getting the fucking boat to leave the dock this year. I was like,
yeah, lunch ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, you can bring a 6-pack. That's fucking cute. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. There'll be a fucking, I'm gonna fucking duct tape a piggy bank to the fucking dash of the boat.
Yeah. Just have one of those lock boxes.
Yeah.
Like they have, you know.
But it's gonna have a little weight sensor in it. And it's gonna be like, oh,
if
sorry,
we can't leave yet.
We can't. It's still red.
Keep putting money in there. You want to go fishing? Meet me at the gas station.
Yeah. Yeah. The boat's empty. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, it's only fair. I mean, if you're gonna,
and I really don't mind it. Like,
I know you don't.
There's days. I mean, like I do appreciate it, but like there are days where it's like, dude, I'm going fishing. Like I would rather go fishing with someone. Like, and there's days where I don't want to go fishing with anybody, and I don't tell anybody that I'm going fishing. Yeah. And then I post pictures, and then I'll get people being like, "What the fuck?" And it's like, I didn't want to fucking fish with you today. Sorry.
Like that's one thing I've never like. It's your boat. I mean, I'll hint at it, be like, "Hey,
yeah,
what?"
No.
Well, I don't even really hint at it, but I'm like, "Hey, you want to go fishing one night this week?"
Yeah.
And you're like,
and
"Yeah."
I have
absolutely.
No problem with that. Like, and like even if it was like if I'm planning to go, like I'll tell some people that I'm planning to go fishing, like, "Hey, you're welcome to join if you can. If not, don't worry about it." And then there's times where like I'll get up at 4:00 in the morning, not tell a fucking soul, and be on the water at 5.
Yep.
Because like I don't want to wait for anybody. I don't want the aggravation sometimes of like if I have in my brain, I want to go do like a dawn patrol stripers fishing.
Yep.
Like unless someone's like, "Hey, I'm willing to be at your house at 4:00 in the morning, ready to go." Like that's the hard part. And that's what I'm not looking forward to so much with like doing the lobster chartering. It's like,
yeah,
hey, this boat leaves the dock at the time that we said. If you're late, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want me to stay, it's fucking $20 a minute. Fuck off. Like,
yeah,
we are on a schedule.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just excited to get on the fucking water.
Now, for saltwater fish, I want to get a snook, a tarpon for like normal fly fishing fish. And then I want to get a rooster fish on a fly rod and a sailfish on a fly rod. Like sailfish on a fly rod, I might stop fishing. Like
that would be pretty sweet.
There's a guide out of Costa Rica that has like over 1,000 fish landed on a fly rod. Like that's what he specializes in.
Now, like, what do? Do you entice them up?
Yeah,
get them to the top.
They run teasers.
Yeah.
Teaser rigs off the back and then just basically like cruise around and then get the fish amped up and want to come up, and then you fucking heave a fly back there. And like the fucking flies are like fucking a foot long, like look just like a bait fish. Like they're pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like, and just fucking hook into one with a fucking 12 weight and fucking hold the fuck on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you can't have a fighting belt on or anything.
No.
Fly rod. That's all. You better start fucking lifting some weights.
I
mean, I gotta imagine your arms just gonna be fucking back like that.
Well, like you can dig like the bigger saltwater rods will have like a fighting butt.
Yeah.
So you can dig that into your leg and hold back. But yeah, you gotta have a fucking good rod and like
that old 5-finger Sally muscle's gonna be earning its paycheck. Yeah, I just want to fish.
I hate when I go back and correct a word that it already auto-corrected back to the word I wanted, and then it re-auto corrects it the second time. No, you got deleted the first time, motherfucker, for a reason.
I was looking into flights and shit from Montana.
There ain't no way to get there.
Montana is a long way from anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no such thing as a direct flight.
Oh, no. No.
I mean, it's like you fly to Utah or Wyoming and then rent a car and drive. Or there's some international airports in Montana.
You can fly into Bozeman.
Yeah.
Like, but it's all like you fly to either Denver, Chicago, Phoenix.
Then you get on a smaller plane.
And then you get on a smaller plane to fly to Bozeman. Now, pro tip, don't do Phoenix. I did that coming home from Idaho because Idaho is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing near Idaho, especially Boise. And on the way out, I went Boston, Chicago, Boise. So you had like a break in between. Well, when you go Boise to Phoenix over here and then Phoenix to Boston direct.
Yeah, fuck that.
Is like 6 fucking hours. It was fucking miserable. And I fucked up because I wasn't sure if I could get on if I would make the time between landing and whatever, but we actually got in early. So I went to the desk and I was like, yo, can I get on this next flight that goes to Boston from Phoenix? And they're like, yep, no problem. Here's your middle seat. And I gave up an exit row fucking window seat.
Yeah.
To fly 40 minutes early. I'm like, that might be my dumbest move traveling ever. To sit in the middle seat on a 6-hour fucking flight from Phoenix to fucking Boston, or 4 hour, whatever. It was fucking too long to be in the middle seat. That's all I know.
I'd be so worried about packing all my fly shit too and having it get damaged.
So when I flew, where did I fly? I flew somewhere with fly rods. Where did I fly? Oh, Colorado. I carried it all on. Yeah. I carried my rods and all of my entire fly fishing bag.
They let you do that?
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense. I mean, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I carried my fly rods on board and I carried my fly bag on board. Like that was my carry-on.
Yeah. With all your flies and shit in it? Just to not risk it getting lost.
Not getting lost and not having rods get broken. Like if I was to fly, I would bite the bullet and buy like a hard travel case.
Yeah.
But I'm still not going to do no. Then again, like we do a Montana trip, there's a good chance my ass flies out there and buys a rod. Like that'd be kind of dope. Like land and just be like, yo, I want to fucking
drive to Craig, go to Headhunters, and just fucking tell me what I want.
Tell me what I can buy, and I will spend enough money where you are enticed enough to, after I'm done here, you pack it up and ship it to my house.
Yeah.
That cool? All right, sounds good. Like,
and I'm sure that's not the first time they've done that for somebody.
No. And then I mean, it'd be a smart business. Even if they're like, yeah, we'll ship it to you for $50. Like, sounds good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather take that than.
I remember when I went to Colorado, I shipped my rod out there and it cost me like $85.
Yeah.
To ship it out and ship it back.
Yeah.
I'll never do that again.
No. Like, I would rather go out and be like, okay, what rods do you guys, recommend out here? Like, I'm coming from the East Coast. I fish small water. Like, I love to fish a 3-weight, but like if we're hooking into fucking 18-pound fucking brown trout, I don't want to be fishing my 3-weight.
Yeah.
So do you want me to fish a 6, 7, 5? What do you recommend? Who's local around here? Like I'd rather support a local business. I'll buy a local rod. And I mean, other than like my net, I don't really give a fuck about anything else in my bag, like out there. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the guide's gonna have a net anyways.
Yeah. But like, as far as like what's in my bag, like I would rather go spend $200 at a fly shop for flies buy a new box. I'd probably take my nippers because I talked about how much I love them.
There's a good chance we're going to be fishing out of a drift boat.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
need everything, but I also like to have stuff. But I also like, part of me doesn't want to look like that fucking guy that's coming up fucking pulling tags off. But then again, it's like, I think that also speaks to how you can fish.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not just coming here from fucking what you view as Boston as like a, I want to come out here and learn to fly fish. It's like, no, I want to go, like, I don't know. I like the drift boat idea, but I also wouldn't mind like hey, let's go hike for fucking 2 hours. I know that's a little harder for you. But like,
you could go do that one day.
Like, that's the kind of, like, I would rather, like, it's kind of like the duck hunting thing where it's like, I don't want to show up somewhere and have someone wait on me hand and foot. Like,
no, like when I envision like a guided fishing trip, like I try to envision it like your bachelor party.
Yeah.
Where we walked onto the boat and the mate walked up and was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
With no shirt on, boxer shorts, just threw his skins on.
Yeah.
And away we went. Like, that's the type of guide I want.
Yeah.
So like if I meet him at the boat ramp and he's still half drunk from last night,
good enough.
I'm not against that. Yeah. I also don't want to meet the guide that's like expecting some hoity-toity dude from Boston.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the best fisherman. I mean, I'll listen, I'll learn, whatever, but I don't also want to be, I want to find a good guide.
Yeah. And I think like, I mean, the fly shops around here and like talking to other people around here that have gone out there, like you can find decent guys out there and like,
yeah.
I'd rather go out, shoot the shit and fucking bring a fucking 18 pack and we all crush it together. Yeah. Like, I don't want it to feel like work for the guide. Like, really is exactly.
Let's go. We're going to go to this bar tonight. We'll find the guide. Just find the guide. Find the bar with the most drift boats out front.
Find the degen out here.
The degenerate angler.
Yeah.
Probably just end up with Ian. No. That's about all I got tonight.
Me too. Might wander next door. They're apparently having a little fire over there.
Oh, yeah.
Grab a couple beers, go for a little stroll.
Evan's not back, is he?
No. But his in-laws are up, and his fucking father-in-law is hilarious. That poor guy. He's made 3 trips to IKEA, I think, since he's been here.
That's not next door either.
No.
What
but he calls it, he calls it the Swedish embassy. It's the funniest fucking thing.
That's awesome.
He texted me the other day. Yeah, just got back from the old Swedish embassy.
That's fucking sweet.
I was fucking dying.
Oh fuck.
He's like, yeah, we went down. They didn't have in stock what Kate wanted, and then she was looking the next day, and apparently they got a shipment in, so I get to go back down. I was like, good for you. See you later.
Have fun. If that was a hint that you wanted me to go with you, it's not working.
No. Well, that's what Leah the other night was like, because we had some fucking plumbing issues here the other day.
Uh-oh.
It was a shit show.
Literally?
No, but
oh, I remember. Yeah,
the kitchen drain was all backed up. Cost me $4 with fucking Roto-Rooter. So I learned that lesson. I will never call those motherfuckers ever again.
Just go buy your own snake.
Yeah, I don't care if it's $500. And whoever fucking plumbed this house never took one fucking lesson from fucking Fluid Dynamics 101 of like, you don't have a kitchen drain that makes a 270-degree turn, you fucking muppet. Like, I went under the house and I was like, well, that's my issue. Okay, sounds good. And it was about 29 feet. I bought a 25-foot snake from fucking Home Depot because that's what they come in. As opposed to going to Harbor Freight and buying the fucking 50-foot fucking drum mounted fucking hog.
The gas powered motor.
Yeah. So we'll be buying that next year. But while that was out of the way, I was like, we moved the kitchen around a little bit, and we moved the island over to like one of the sides of the kitchen. And I was like, man, it would be nice to have an island coming off of here and get rid of this fucking stupid thing in the middle. Not really an island, more of a peninsula kind of coming off.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, we can just go to IKEA and get some cabinets. And I was like, no, we can't. I will build fucking cabinets before I go to IKEA.
You're going to have to build them when you get them from IKEA.
Yeah, I know. But I would rather build like just a wooden shelf for fuck's sakes than go to IKEA. That store is the devil.
I've never been there. I don't plan on it.
It's one way.
What do you mean?
You go in one way and you come out another way.
So there's no, like, you can't just like go in and be like, fuck this.
No.
You got to go all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not going.
I mean, they do have like a snack bar, which is kind of cool.
I'm not a big fan of Swedish meatballs.
It's weird of like how it's all set up. Like it's different rooms and it's like mock rooms set up. And it's like, you just write down what you want, and then you go down to the checkout and you show the people what you want. They're like, yep, okay, it's down this aisle, go get it. And you just get your box of parts. It's fucked.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Game of Thrones to me, where if I never go there, I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of like my, I've never watched, what's that, fucking with Cranston,
Breaking Bad.
Same
here.
Never watched it. Never watched Game of Thrones. Never watched.
And the more people tell me I should watch it, the
less I want to know.
The less I'm going to.
Yeah.
At this point, it's a game.
Yeah, it's like how I am with movies. Like any of the Batman movies, nope, never seen it. Spider-Man, nope, never seen them either.
Marvel,
nah, don't care.
Is it? So,
DC, yeah, I really don't care. Why? Because, well, I know Marvel's better than DC, and you're just a bunch of knockoff hacks. So,
good thing you don't have a lot of listeners. Them is fighting words.
Well, prove me I'm wrong. Who has the better characters, Marvel or DC?
DC.
Marvel.
No, yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's Marvel.
Yeah,
not DC.
No, DC is like your B-list celebrities. Like, oh, we have
another thing really gets the nerds fired up.
What's that?
Is when you mix up Star Trek and Star Wars. Same thing.
Yeah, it's like War Trek. Like, who the fuck cares about Star Wars?
I think we found our new podcast format. I think this is it.
We talk fishing in the beginning.
Yep. Then we work our way and we ended on our like 10 minutes of griping about shit.
Yeah. And we just shit on nerds. Fucking nerds.
Yeah. Well, that being said,
fuck your Star Treks.
Fuck your Star Wars. Marvel's better.
I think we're just going to label this one Marvel's better.
Perfect. Some people will be like, nope, not listening to that.
Yeah.
Imagine the dude that searches Marvel in the podcast platform.
Sees us coming out like, what are these assholes talking about? I don't know. The first hour and a half of them talking about fucking fly fishing. I don't know what the fuck this has to do with Marvel. Oh, just wait. It gets better.
Shit.
Fuck your DC comics.
All right, folks.
Here's the lower gas prices.
Tight lines.
Tight lines. Good times.
Tight loops. Tight lines. Good times. Yeah. Okay. It said.
We out ya.
Peace.